It's a 3x2, but it does look pretty small. I'm hoping that there's not too many people there. I feel like it might just be too small for a family. Who knows? Maybe it could be the house that I end up living in as my first home. Now that I am here in person, these houses look really small and they're really, really close together as well. Have to see what this one's going to be like. Big power lines will have reliable power if nothing else. Apparently this is the place to be for first home buyers and young families. But I personally don't see the appeal. The house is on 187 square metres. Nationally, the block size for a 3x2 to be on is about 450 square metres. This place is like less than half the normal size for a 3x2, which does scare me, but are we keen to see what it feels like when we actually step inside? There wasn't enough room for them to step back far enough to capture the whole space, which does make me think, how is that even big enough to classify as a bedroom? Driving around the neighbourhood though, they do look so jam-packed together. All the houses are squished in so close together, probably like centimetres from each other. We're about a 40-minute drive from the city in no traffic. With traffic, probably more like an hour. Apparently this is very sought after prime real estate for families and first home buyers, allegedly. Wow, so many cars already. There's like a dozen cars lined all the way up the street already. I was feeling confident, but now not so much. We're not too late. Hello.
Good morning, how are we?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. What's your mobile number, please?
0415. I saw the price guide was 640 to 670, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Maybe we'll grab you for a quick chat afterwards if that's okay. Awesome, thank you. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I will go ahead and give you this as well. So
Cool.
if you do wish to make an offer on the property, what you do is just
That's so easy and high tech. Thank you. All right. Squeezy, squeezy. Breathe in, guys. It's such a narrow walkway there. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be putting on any weight, that's for sure. I won't be able to fit through the front door. Brand new kitchen. My camp stove would be bigger than this. Everything is giving like mini, like miniature sized. It's quite cute. It's like when Coles was doing the little shop stuff. It would be hard if you had 3 kids to live with this amount of kitchen space. I think you'd be a bit squeezed. Even this fridge, it's a pretty quaint fridge, I feel like, just fit in there. What's from here? Oh, this is your laundry. Laundry in the kitchen. So you can go straight from cooking your pasta to doing your washing. We've got a 3x2 and it's on a 187 square metre block. You do the maths, very, very small. I will say it's well utilised, the space. Nice little backyard. Yes, the neighbours are right there. What we got down here? So just from standing here, I can see at least 10 houses. It's pretty impressive juggling from the developers. They have really put all their brain cells together. It's giving efficiency. And I am spotting some gorgeous eggplant down there too. Who doesn't love an eggplant first thing in the morning? That's what I always say. I won't body shame about the size though. You can't even have the big variety of eggplants. You've got to get the miniature version. If you're a family that's coming here with kids, there's not a huge amount of room for activities here. This would be the combined living, dining, eating, lounging. You're doing a lot of activities in this space here. It's giving multi-purpose. Come through, I think this is the master. Oh, nice. This is pretty good. I mean, you definitely wouldn't get a king in here, but you could do the queen all right. Sniff test. It's pretty good on the nose. It just smells like fresh paint. I've smelt fireworks. You've got a lot of natural light coming in. You can still see about 20 neighbours. You wouldn't want to be getting up to too many freaky things in here. A walk-in wardrobe and ensuite. Not exactly a walk-in, but it's definitely a step in. Okay, nice modern bathroom. I'm just getting a good wingspan on that. I think I wouldn't want to go much smaller. I don't know how I feel about the black. It's all very black. Kind of seems like it does come with this big flat screen. That's the flat screen's probably the biggest thing in this whole house. All right, let's see the rest of the bedrooms. I feel like this is the garage. Check out how small this is. I've got a small car as it is, and I don't even know if it would fit in here. All right, so we've got one full wingspan and then like an incomplete second. Like, you're not gonna get a family car in here. No way. Imagine like two people trying to get out and like bring bags of shopping into the house. This place is very clearly suitable for like a couple or a single person, but the concerning thing is everyone here is like a family. How are you gonna have like nice childhood memories growing up here? Little tiny shoebox. There's 2 more bedrooms down here. This door barely can open. So this is the door to the garage. And there's barely enough room for it to open. Oh my God. This is not a bedroom. This is not big enough for a bedroom. This is tiny. You cannot fit a bed in here. This is not big enough for a normal person's bed. This is ridiculous. I am literally the size of the room. I am taking up all the room. This should not be legal. I feel like I'm at one of those like capsule hotels. The door's just there. The wardrobe's taking up half of the bedroom space. This should honestly not be allowed. You should not be legally allowed to force a kid to live in this bedroom. And that be the only daylight that they're exposed to. That's, I'm sorry, but that's sad. Prison cells are bigger than this. The next bedroom better be bigger than this little shitbox. Bathroom, sorry, second bathroom. Wingspan, no worries in here. Double shower heads. Same ugly black though, but that's more of a personal preference. All right, luckily, I feel like this bedroom is slightly bigger, but the drawback is it doesn't have a wardrobe. So you can either have one or the other. If it didn't already feel like a prison, it definitely does now. I reckon you'd be lucky to get a queen in, and even lucky to get a double in, to be honest. I think a single bed is your best bet, so no one is bringing their boyfriend and girlfriend around. Like it very much seems like someone has bought this out of the catalogue and just slapped all the cheapest shit in. Can we grab you for a chat now?
Yeah.
All right, we won't take long. What do you think this place would have gone for, let's say 3 years ago?
3 years ago, this property would not sell any higher than 450, 460.
Yeah, okay.
Prices have almost doubled in different suburbs.
The size of the property shocks me so much that it's still going for like mid 600s to high 600s. Is that shocking to you, or you're just used to it now?
To be honest, it's very much normal for us.
Yeah.
I have sold smaller properties for higher prices as well.
Wow. What do you think the property is going to sell for?
I'm very, very, very optimistic this property may sell somewhere in high 600s. I'm trying to get as close to 7 as possible, but I'm very optimistic it should sell somewhere around high 600s. May the best offer win, but it will definitely, by the number of crowd that we have seen today, looks like it's going to be a very competitive property to win.
I'm very scared about that.
Please don't be scared. Put your best foot forward.
Do you think prices are going to come down in the next like 12 to 18 months, or do you think they're only going to get higher still?
12 months at least, I do not see the market going anywhere negative. It would continue to rise. Get into the market as soon as you can. That's the only way to get out of the rent trap, because you are ultimately paying for somebody else's mortgage, right? Don't do it.
I'm freeloading at my parents, so.
Okay. You have good parents then, good luck to you.
Thank
but
goodness.
Not everyone's that fortunate.
Thank you for your time.
Good luck if you can get it.
Thank you. Thanks, Sophie.
Nice meeting you.
Put the money together, save it, buy a house, and start paying for your own property than paying it for somebody else.
It's bloody expensive. It's bloody tiny. And the real estate agent is definitely optimistic and taking full advantage of the current market. And you can't knock him for that. But it is and to put it into perspective, we are at least 40 minutes from the Perth CBD, and that's on a good day without peak hour traffic. You're looking at over an hour of travel time if you're doing work in the city. And every single one of these houses looks like they've been plucked straight from this tiny miniature little Lego land where it's all just like play pretend. Is this seriously the Australian dream now? What? You can't tell me that this is the Australian dream. Basically, if the agent gets his way and he sells this place for close to 700 grand and the average Australian income is 75 grand a year, what's that, 12 to 15 times the average annual salary? It's crazy, especially when you compare it with what my parents were earning in the house that they bought. Their house was 3 to 4 times their annual salary. They had modest income, they had 2 kids, we had horses, you know, and they could afford it. And look at what's behind me, and this is my best option. I don't want to be able to reach out of my bedroom window and touch my neighbour's face. I don't want to be able to do that. Kids have about 3 metres squared to kick the footy in. What's our chances at the Olympics if this is where our kids are going to be growing up? Say goodbye to your Kathy Freemans of the future. There's going to be no one. If this is where the kids are getting raised, God help us all, I say. This is the size of the driveway. The distance between this house and that house is literally the length of my pointer finger. If that's not depression in one little phalange, I don't know what is. Now, I think what we're seeing here is them strategically using this tiny little letterbox to make the house behind it seem quite big. You can't be having a double bricked letterbox here because it'll cast a shadow on the whole house. It'll be too obvious how small it is. The boomers will hate me, but I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm not doing it. And you can shit on me all you like, boomers, but I'm not gonna frickin' do it. Average suburban home in Australia is 450 square metres. This tiny place, 187 square metres. For a detached home, that is unheard of. You would see a place that size in a strata complex, houses that are all joined together, like units, not in a fully detached house like this. And for 700 grand, that is an absolute joke. No, 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 no. No soul, no trees, fake turf. I just want to take a moment to say thanks so much to everyone for getting involved in the channel. We did a series of polls where we asked you guys what you actually wanted to see. Overwhelmingly, the majority of you wanted to see more house inspections. What does make it a little bit fun is having you guys who very clearly resonate with the struggle and you're willing to support me along that journey. It means a lot, and I want to say thanks so much for being here. I'm definitely far from alone in this millennial struggle of mine, so appreciate you guys being here.